today's video, we are doing a face of non-toxic makeup. There are two companies that I really like, so that's what I'm going to use to make this face today. Let's go back in time and do it. Most of the makeup that I use is with Simplicity. I have tried a number of different non-toxic brands in the past, and with Simplicity wins out for me every single time, with a close second of Toups & Company. So I have like 95% is with Simplicity, 5% is Toups & Company. I will link both of them in the description bar below. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm going to take the With Simplicity primer, a little in my hand, and I'm going to put it on, you know, pretty much like a moisturizer, sort of. I mean, I feel like that's not the purpose of a primer, to be a moisturizer, but I treat it as such, so that's what I do. I just put it everywhere. Smooth it on, and then I pat it on, and it kind of feels almost like a cream that turns to a powder. So now that I have that on, I have the With Simplicity foundation. This is the color 2.25, which is what I use in the summertime. So I've been really trying to be intentional about getting a little bit of sun during the day, a little bit on the palm. And you can see the color match is like almost identical to my skin, which is so hard to find. This brush is from Young Living. Unfortunately, Young Living doesn't carry makeup anymore. That's what I used to use, and I loved it. It was so good. It was called Savvy Minerals, and then they stopped carrying it. I also have the With Simplicity powder foundation too, which I also really like. So depending on what I have going on that day, or, you know, sometimes I'll just use the powder on top of the liquid foundation here if I need a little bit of like oil control. All right, so next thing is not With Simplicity, because I haven't ordered their concealer yet because I didn't need to, because I still had some left over from Toups & Company. So I'm going to use the Toups & Company concealer that I have. This is the color Fresh. Just put it underneath my eyes, cover dark circles here. I don't really have dark circles, like it's not so bad, but this just kind of makes me feel a little more like I look awake. And then I do also have some acne spots that I like to put this on as well. Dab that on. It's a little bit of a thicker kind of coverage. And I have old acne scars on my cheeks too. So I'll just put a little bit here also. Now, I am no makeup expert at all. I'm just somebody who has done this a while and kind of think I make it look a little bit natural, but I truly don't know what I'm doing. So. Next up, bronzer. This is the other Toups & Company product that I have. This is the bronzer in the color Touch of Sun, and I just put it wherever the sun would naturally hit my face. So I've got this blush brush, also from Savvy Minerals / Young Living from years ago. Italian-made brushes. They're really nice. If you order from Young Living right now, they actually do have a couple of their old brushes left, and they're just like $3. They're super inexpensive. So check the Young Living website under Last Drop Deals, I think is what they're called. And you can grab some really inexpensive but fantastic brushes from there. So then I have an eyeshadow that I actually use as a blush as well. This is With Simplicity. The color is Starlight. I'm just gonna put just a touch on my eyelids. I don't really go much above that, just a little bit. I tend to do a little bit better with my eyes with powder eyeshadow rather than cream, because cream tends to just slide around my face. Just a little bit there, and then I'm gonna take my blush brush again and then put it on the apples. Trying to like block the sun. Let me move over a little bit. The sun is creeping through even though it's raining like all day today. Now, depending on if I feel like that's enough color, I do have their Rose Hip lip gloss that I am gonna put on as a lip gloss here, just a little. But I'm also gonna put just a little bit on my cheeks here too. I don't know if you're supposed to do that. I do it. And then just going to blend that in. I need my mirror because I don't have my glasses on and I can't really tell if everything's blended in. Okay, looks good. Next thing, I'm going to do some eyeliner, and this is the With Simplicity eyeliner in brown, the pencil, which I really like this. I feel like it's a little more natural. So I'm just gonna do a real thin line. See the difference? I feel like it's a really big difference. I don't know. I'm gonna use this kind of as an eyebrow pencil too, just to fill in any spots that feel like they need filling in. I have this eyeshadow brush that is also from Young Living, but it has kind of like this blunt end to it. So I'm gonna use that to just blend in the pencil. Okay, just like that. So now I do have a little eyeliner brush. I'm just gonna go over the pencil just to soften it a tiny, tiny bit, so it's not like a super harsh line. I have the With Simplicity mascara in the color, I think this is brown. I think they only have brown and black. So brown here. This is not a waterproof mascara. If you are somebody who needs a little bit of waterproofing, I would recommend the Honest Company, and I will show you what that looks like. I like this one, dual-ended, so the primer is on this side and then it has the mascara on this side. They don't have brown though, they only have black as far as I remember. But if you need water resistance, it's not really waterproof, but it does a really good job of staying put if that's something that you need. And then do one more coat and that's it. Very easy, right? Looks natural, it feels good, it doesn't smell like a whole bunch of chemicals. It's something that stays on my skin all day long, which is super important to me as well. It doesn't creep around my face. Sometimes I need to touch up every now and again, but with what makeup do you not do that, honestly? They do have a setting spray that I've never tried before. I've heard really good things about it though, so that's gonna be, I think, the next thing that I end up getting on my order. There's a couple things that I didn't put on. I guess I could put on the tri-stick. So there's a little highlighter stick that I like to see. I like that like little bit of shimmer. So I'll just do that for a little extra whatever, because I happen to have it. I do really like this as well. Their tri-sticks are fantastic. Really like the different colors that they have. They're natural looking. They smell like vanilla. They smell really nice. All of the With Simplicity makeup is non-toxic, which is so important when you're using makeup, because the intention is that you're going to put it on, you're going to leave it on your skin all day. It's not like you're just like washing your hands and trying to like wash off the soap or whatever. This is something with the intention that it's going to be on your skin, and if it's going to be on your skin's going to be absorbing it. So I like to think of it like a birth control patch or a nicotine patch or one of those motion sickness patches. You know, your skin's transdermal, right? And it's going to suck in, it's going to administer basically into the bloodstream whatever goes on it. And so makeup, especially since the intention is be there all day, we want it to be as non-toxic as possible. And of all of the different companies out there that market as being clean and non-toxic and all of that, With Simplicity truly is that. And I like that they're relatively local to me. They're based in Virginia and their shipping is so lightning fast, which I also appreciate. If you would like to try With Simplicity makeup, I do have a coupon code down in the description bar below. It will save you 10% off of your first order. I also will put the Tubes & Company code that I have for them down in the description bar below as well. Here's the difference between With Simplicity and Tubes & Company: the price. So if you're looking to save some dollars on some really good makeup, go with Simplicity. If you haven't already and you'd like to hit that button down below, subscribe so you never miss a new video. Get yourself some clean makeup. See you in the next one. Ciao.